Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you this Lithonia lighting 100 watt pulse start metal halide floodlight. Now I picked this up quite a long time ago at a restore, and when I picked it up, I believe I got it for like $5 or something, which is a great deal on something like this. But the bulb inside of it was completely no good anymore. It leaked, and the whole bulb was just one of those metallic ones that you see when metal halide bulbs leak. So it was no good. So it took me a while before I was able to acquire a 100 watt pulse start metal halide bulb. Finally decided to just buy one at a store, and that's the one that's inside of it. It's a Westinghouse, China made Westinghouse. Of course now I have plenty of different 100 watt pulse start metal halide bulbs, but again at the time I didn't, so this is the bulb that is in the fixture. Anyway, here is the front of the fixture itself, the actual floodlight side. Of course, we have a joint here, so we can, swivel the light in any direction that we'd like, and then, tighten the nut, or the bolt, rather, to, lock it in place. Of course, we can mount this to a standard octagon box. You can see this light is quite dirty. It was in service outside, and here it is for a video, so I didn't really have time to clean it, but it is wired up, so I will show you it working. But you can see like pollen and stuff is just accumulated on this light. When I did get it, it was already starting to lose its paint, so that's not anything new for the fixture itself. Let me extend this up a bit so you can get a better view of this thing. There. Hopefully that's better for you, because now you can get a view of what the top looks like, and you can see it's a pretty decent sized beefy fixture. Of course, the back. There's no photocell built into this light, so you'd have to install a photocell on the box if you so desire to have one. So, of course, this glass, you unscrew these two screws here, and it can flip open. There is a pretty big gap between the glass and the actual reflector itself, probably like a 1-inch gap. You can flip it open all the way, and then you can pull it out if you'd like to, clean the glass or replace it. Replace as complete assembly, and then something etched in the glass there. Very nice. You can see the red gasket going around it, which is very nice. It does work very well to keep all the water out. Here we have the reflector. Of course, there'd be two screws here, which I have taken out for this video, so we can, there they are right there, so we can take a look at the inside of the fixture. Of course, this is the Westinghouse bulb that I have chosen to put in it, because that's what I had at the time. We can see the stickers here that you can read from when the fixture is closed, so you can see what kind of bulb it needs. Obviously, the watts and the ballast type, and some information on mounting. There's the bulb itself. A pretty nice reflector as well. Set that back down. So once you take out the two screws, you can simply just pull out this assembly. You can see there how it's shaped. It's not too deep, but gets the job done very nicely. If you'd like to replace this part, you can simply just unclip it, and now you have just a, light assembly. So I'll set that to the side for right now, so we can get a better look at the inside. So in here, if we can get any type of light in here to read any of this, we can see the watts, the type, how many volts this is for. I'm guessing that was the order code. I'll look that up online to see what kind of fixture, if it has another name to it as well. You can see it's IP65 there, certified or whatever, UL listed. There's the ballast. I can't remember what kind of ballast it has. I want to say it's a universal ballast, because I think I took it apart once just to look at it because I was curious. There you can see the starter and capacitor. Now I do believe that this is a multi-tap ballast, and yes it is. You can see here, like I think that's 208 or something. So you could, of course there's 277, the purple one is something else. But yeah, so it is a multi-tap ballast, which is nice for other applications. But again, there is the sticker. And of course the wires go down there. and out to the joint and then the box itself. So I'm going to go ahead and set this back down upside down, because that's the way that it's going to be plugged in, is over there. And we'll put the reflector assembly with the bulb back in. It is a nice feature that you can take some of these things apart. You know, it's very modular, so if something breaks, you can simply just get another part. Now this can go in either way. You can put it this way or this way, but it's always been this way, so I'll just keep it that way. And of course, you'd put the screws back in, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'd like to turn it on for you. And that would just take extra time. We'll line that up so we can slide it into place. So we'll set that there. We'll zoom in so we can get the whole, fixture itself. There we go. I'm going to turn off this one light that I have here so that we could look inside of it a little better. And let me find the cord. So let's turn it on in 3, 2, 1. Now you can tell, again, there's a pretty big gap between the glass and the actual reflector assembly inside. Why they decided to do that, you know, they could have saved some space by not, you know, making it such a big gap. But it does light up, you know, an area very nicely. Used to use this outside to light up the docks, and it worked very well. But then that got replaced by a wide light floodlight of 400 watt metal halide, and now there's nothing out there at the moment. But that's where this used to be, so obviously it would get quite dirty with all the bugs and whatnot. So let's go ahead and let this fixture warm up. Okay, so we're pretty much at full brightness now, and being a pulse start bulb, at least in my experience, they don't take too long to warm up. Now you can see that red line going through the screen there, you know, comes down kind of like this. That's just the camera picking that up. Right now you can see a pretty accurate representation of how it spreads the light out. There's that red line. That's just the camera doing that. But it does spread the light out very nicely. And because of the design of the reflector, it covers a pretty wide area as well. So anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video of this Lithonia lighting 100 watt pulse start metal halide fixture. Well, it's a floodlight. I like floodlights. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.